called tetracyanonickelate. Actually, potassium tetracyanonickelate. What I've got here is a solution of 2.06 grams of nickel chloride hydrate. What I've got here is 1 gram of potassium cyanide dissolved in plain water. The first step of this synthesis is to combine these two in order to precipitate out nickel cyanide. And there we go. You focused? I don't have a whole lot of cyanide in my inventory, so I can't repeat this, so stay focused. Alright, now the protocol says to filter this off and wash it with a few small portions of deionized water, of course using distilled water here, and then once we've got it, we're supposed to take it out of the funnel and transfer it back into the beaker, create a slurry with this, and then we are going to add in another solution of 1 gram of potassium cyanide in order to create potassium tetracyanonickelate. Then what we'll do is we will transfer that to an evaporating dish, evaporate it down, and once we start to see crystals, we'll put it in ice, and then we will crystallize the compound, filter it off, bottle it. So very simple, very easy synthesis. I will come back once I've got this filtered and I'm ready to move on to the next part. Okay, everybody. Well, this went south in a hurry to the point where I very nearly scrapped this as a video altogether. The nickel cyanide forms, it must be extremely insoluble because it forms an extremely fine precipitate that clogged up my fritted glass funnel. It was terrible. What I was able to filter off, I put that into a beaker, and then I took all of the filtrate that was still totally full of nickel cyanide and ended up having to spin that down in the centrifuge in order to isolate it all and get rid of the filtrate from the initial reaction. So removed all the other products of the reaction, transferred that nickel cyanide into the beaker, and added the other gram of potassium cyanide, and stirred it around, filtered that solution, and that gave me this. So, like I said, I missed showing you guys all of that because it was such a clusterfuck. I very nearly decided, to just completely scrap it, and then I said, well, no, because this looks nice, and I will evaporate this down until I get a crystalline product. I mean, you didn't really miss anything. All that happened was that kind of turquoisey, bluish, grayish mess all dissolved in the potassium cyanide solution to produce this. This is a solution of potassium tetracyanonickelate 2. And all I'm going to do now is evaporate this down until I start getting crystals off of it. Then I'm going to put it in ice water, and then once I get, it fully crystallizes, I'll filter those off, air dry them, and then I will have the final product. So I guess I'm going to keep going on with this project, and I will carry it through to the end. If anybody else unwisely attempts this experiment, I said, man, it about destroyed my fucking funnel. The way that I clean this up, because I was very nervous about adding acid to a cyanide to clean it up, so I added sodium hypochlorite, a 10% solution to this, and that converted, according to the textbook, alkaline oxidants will convert it to hydrated nickel oxide, which that seemed to be exactly what happened. It turned it into a black mess, and then I cleaned up, and this is clean compared to what it was before, with concentrated hydrochloric acid. I'm gonna have to soak this fucker in acid in order to clean all that shit out. So yeah, honestly, if I was gonna do this again, I wouldn't even fuck with trying to filter it at all. I would centrifuge it, all of it, every bit of it. Just wash the solid material that you get from that with some water, and then use that to create your slurry that you then add the other cyanide solution to, the potassium cyanide solution, in order to get your final potassium tetracyanonickelate. Man, what a fucking mess. This was just, Jesus. I mean, I've had stuff that just passed right through a fritted glass funnel like it wasn't even there, but this stuff was, I mean, this is like barium sulfate levels of teeny tiny little fucking particles. And yeah, I mean, you know, having to wash the frit with something highly alkaline, that was not what I wanted to do. That is a bad idea. That's a great way to destroy the frit. So, but I didn't know what else the fuck to do with it. Damn, what a mess. I really hope this shit evaporates down and gives me a nice crystalline product, because, man, this stuff is a lot of trouble. Okay, everyone, so I've been evaporating this down here for a little while, and as you can see, it's almost dry. I think what's really fascinating about this stuff is how it is such a much more vivid red on camera than it is in real life. In real life, what I'm looking at is a kind of dullish, almost reddish orange, but on the camera, this just looks like it's bright red. That is just amazing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this in the vacuum desiccator, and I'm going to let it completely dry out, and that will give us our finished potassium tetracyanonickelate 2. So very cool, huh? Alright, everybody, it is the next day, and this stuff has been drying out overnight. Let's take a look. Looks pretty damn nice from what I've seen thus far. Oh yeah, look at that. That is fucking gorgeous. Well, probably should take it out of the desiccator here. Been pissing rain all night, and I'll just leave it open with the desiccant, right? Yeah, no problem. Okay, anyway, there we go, people. Would you look at that? That is fucking beautiful. Nice, pretty, sparkly crystals. Oh, that is fucking gorgeous, man. Well worth all the effort. All I'm going to do now is scrape this up and put it into a bottle. It is done. So, if you like that video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share the video, comment, and until the next one, y'all, I will see you later. Damn, that is beautiful. Look at that. Fucking gorgeous. I love it when it sparkles.